Hi everyone, it's Ripley. Um, Now this is gonna be a different video. I don't normally talk in front of the microphone to you guys. Normally it's just a voiceover sound design thing, but I felt like, especially with um, what's happened in the past couple weeks with everything going on in real life, I kind of just wanted to get you guys maybe caught up to date why I haven't been posting as much. Um I know I mentioned it in my community post whenever I returned from my last hiatus, but back in 2023, my dad was diagnosed with long haulers syndrome, or also known as long COVID. For those of you who aren't aware, long COVID is whenever somebody has the COVID virus, but it goes away, but the symptoms still remain. It's just not contagious. So there's certain days whenever my dad will be perfectly fine and can do his work and such, but then there's some days whenever he can barely get out of bed, he can't move, slurred speech and muscle numbness. So whenever he was diagnosed, I had to step up to the plate and basically take care of the income aspect because I live with my parents. Life is expensive. Apartments are expensive. So, no judgment whatsoever here. But that being said, I had to make arrangements for me to make more income to support my family. And so that's whenever I got the job at Walmart, and that's here back in April of last year. And that's whenever I took that second hiatus because I was just dealing with mental health and my car literally losing its transmission a month after I got the Walmart job. And, I know life is life, but I couldn't. My mental health wasn't in the best state of mind to be focusing on the voice acting stuff and such because I had to put them first. And so he finally got a little bit better. He had the pacemaker and back in August of 2024, and that helped tremendously. But there's just certain days still whenever he can't function, and I have to, and not to mention, I have a family business that my dad has operated for, I want to say 30 years, 25 years, 30 years. It's been a while. And so I've been taking care of that too. So at times, it is a challenge to make time for being creative and such. And that's why it's so challenging to it's hard to formulate words sometimes. I know this is kind of just off the cuff and everything, but yeah, it can be challenging. And here my mom, about a week ago, no, wait, actually, we're going on 2 weeks now. She had gone in for a routine hiatal hernia surgery. I'm probably butchering that name, but They had they had gone in there and fixed the hernia, but because of her small esophagus, whenever they were taking out the tube, it cut into her esophagus in two places. And because of that, she wasn't let go until about a week. It wasn't until Thursday. And she was fine the first day. She was just weak. I had just thought it was from being in the hospital, but by the time Saturday rolled around, I had asked her, because I had worked in the morning from 5 to 2 at Walmart, and I had come home and I was asking her, okay, did you feed the dogs? And she didn't respond at first. I had to ask her at least 2 more times, hey, did you feed the dogs? And she shook her head no. I was at a point where I had asked her, have you had something to eat? And she wouldn't answer me. She said, no, not really. And so I was literally at the door begging her, Mom, what do you want to eat? Mom, what do you want to eat? She couldn't even tell me. So I got her some mashed potatoes at the store, and I specifically waited and fixed them up so that way I could watch her eat them. And she only ate 1 bite, and it was almost like she had forgot about it, because she took a bite and then set it down. And so after that, I called my dad, and who was at work at the time, and he was like, okay, let me see what I can do. And so I got off the phone, and I was in here working on a couple of voice acting stuff, and all of a sudden I hear somebody pulling up and my dog's barking, and it's my pastor. And so he's asking her questions, and she can't even tell him what the day is. She asked where her husband was, and she knows my father he's worked at the same job for 15 years. So it's not like she doesn't know that stuff. So he told me that. And so my dad had to get off of work, and he had to take her up to the hospital, and now they're saying that she's got an infection. But I'm just sitting here like, if she had an infection, why did they let her go? I'm sorry. I truly am. I don't mean to. Honestly, I'm running on a little sleep. It's been a day. It's been a week. It's been a couple of weeks. And I truly apologize if I owe you guys lines and such. I will get them due. I will get them done this week. But I just wanted to put this out there, let everyone know what's going on, and apologize for not being as active as I'd like to be. You guys truly mean the world to me. I know I probably sound like a broken record when I say this, but seeing you guys comment, like, support the channel in any way, that just makes my whole world. And I'm just very grateful that I have a community that I can go to and that can accept me for me, because there's not a lot of places out there, and that's why I want to give back to this community in any way I can. I love you guys. And I can't wait for you to see the projects that are coming out. There are so many talented creators out there that I'm working with, and you are going to be blown away. Just remember that you're loved, you're special, you're amazing, and you're talented. You can do great things, even if the world tries to take it away from you sometimes. You are strong. Never forget that.